Three, two, one. Here we go. We are ready and we are starting. We are going to the notes. Look around you. Like literally. Take a look around. I'm not there to watch you, but do it for yourself. Look around you. What surrounds you? What are the objects? What are the people? What are the spaces that surround you? Now ask yourself, do those things bring you joy? Do they bring you happiness? Do they give you stress? How are they affecting your health? Hello, beautiful people. Hello, beautiful scholars. What's the difference? Scholars subscribe. My name is Desor, and today we're talking about how our environment, specifically how your surroundings, can affect your health. Now, if you haven't already, make sure to go check out my other video where I talk about wellness as a whole, how wellness is such more grand than health is. Wellness is you taking action on different parts of your life, and there are 8 components. One of those components that we're going to be talking about today is environmental wellness. So let's go over the definition of environmental wellness. It is having good health by occupying pleasant, stimulating environments that support well-being. Let's break that up a little bit. So having good health by occupying pleasant. Do you like the environments that you're in? Does it bring you joy? Do you have satisfaction when you step into your personal spaces, your work spaces, when you step outside doing activities? Stimulating environments that support well-being. Are they stimulating? Are they aiding to the continuation of your mind, of your soul, of your happiness? Is it sustainable? Is it building you to love it even more, to fall deeper in love with it every day? That you are either doing activities outside, that you are doing activities in your personal home, in your work environment, in your school environment. Is it catering to you and your development? And when we talk about environmental wellness, I want to make sure that we know that this is a broad spectrum rather than just being outside. I'm outside right now, which is beautiful. I love being outside, but it's so much broader than being by some trees. It is your personal space. It is your workspace. It is your school space. It is your spiritual space. The spaces that you create on a daily basis. It is every space that you walk into, and it is every space where you have a presence. So one of those biggest spaces is, let's just get it out the way, it's nature, right? It's being outside, being outdoors. What do you like to do outdoors? Maybe you like to swim, go to the beach, you like to bike, you like to walk, you like to run. Maybe you don't like any of those things. Maybe you just like sitting down on a blanket, reading a book, playing outside with friends. Maybe it's just simply walking outside and taking a deep breath of fresh air and then walking back inside the house. Or maybe you don't know. Maybe you don't know what you like to do outside, or you want to explore more things that you want to do outside. I don't have all the answers. I named a lot of answers of ways that you can get outside and you can enjoy yourself and enjoy your time with people around you outside and not in the house, right? But I don't know every single thing that you can do outside. So I want to encourage you, if you're interested, to research what are things that you can do outside. Maybe it is things that you already do outside. Maybe if you really enjoy going to the beach, next time you can fly a kite. Like, when's the last time you flew a kite? I've never flown a kite before, and I want to do that one day so bad. Maybe next time you go to the beach, you could bring a picnic blanket and bring a couple of sandwiches. Maybe next time you go to the beach, you can invite a friend and share those memories with them. Maybe next time you go on a neighborhood walk, you can stop at one of your favorite spots and just be there for 5 minutes, looking around, noticing things that you've never noticed before. I want you to start to get creative with things that you are already doing if you are outside a lot, and change it up. Add some spice into your life, But if you are not already doing these things, feel inspired to at least try it out, to give it a chance. And if you don't like it, I say try things 2 to 3 times, and then if you don't like it, move on. But at least try it once. At least try it once. And another huge space to talk about when we're talking about environmental wellness is our personal space. That could be your room, your home, the times you spend with yourself in your car. These spaces are unique to us. And I think it's very important to realize, because we're by ourselves, just because other people are not in our space, there's still a lot aiding to the space that we are in and determining if it is positive or negative. Let's dig deeper into that. It is the objects that you are around. It's the music that you are listening to. That's not to say that you need to change that, but it is to say, are those things contributing to other negatives in your life? Other things to think about in your personal space is the words that you use when you talk to yourself. Because if you say you do not talk to yourself, I don't believe you. I talk to myself every day. Are we using limiting terms like never, I can't? I think it's very inspiring to think about places we can go when we change our language with ourselves. When we change the language with ourselves, it starts to create a whole new environment. So when thinking about work environment, what brings you joy in your workspace? Is that a reason why you continue to come back with a smile on your face every day? Now, if you don't like your work environment, ask yourself, what is it about? Because I know a lot of people will say, I just don't like work. I just don't like work. People don't start to think about why. Why don't you like work? Is it the people? Okay, if it's the people, then you need to think about maybe your coworkers and your employment managers is a very important aspect of what you like in finding a new job, a new career. So if you have the opportunity, if you are able to step outside of that work environment and start searching for new jobs, when you're in that interview process, those questions that you ask them need to be catered around, what is a work environment like? Do you do anything for your employees? Are there appreciative tactics that management does for their employees? Oh, yikes. But that's something to talk about. I don't want to get too deep into that because that's something to talk about, occupational wellness. And if you want me to talk about those type of things, put it down in the comment box below. That's another thing about wellness that I just want to touch on, is that wellness, although there's 8 components and environmental wellness is one of them, they all interact in some way, and that is what is so cool about it. And when talking about environmental wellness, other things come up, such as social wellness, because your environment has a lot to do with the people you surround yourself with. When you talk about environmental wellness, occupational wellness can come up. Environmental wellness has a lot to do with your workspace, because we are in a working society where work takes up almost majority of our lives, or at least a good chunk or portion of it for most of us. When we talk about environmental wellness, we're talking about emotional wellness. We're talking about how does being outside, how does being in our own space, being in a space with others make us feel? Does it cater to stress or does it cater to joy? And I think that's just the overall message of this whole thing. I don't even know if I talked about a lot. Something I want you to think about is, if you are thriving in your environmental wellness already and you want to continue to thrive, but it's just starting to get a little bit boring, start to be more creative with the way that you do things. Maybe if it's just pausing at certain things that you do to become more aware of where you are, what are you listening to, what's going on around you. Start to think of different activities that you might enjoy or you've never tried before, and really be open-minded to it. Now, if you are trying to improve your environmental wellness by a lot because you have like little to none, try some of those activities that I named throughout this video. Maybe if there's people that are putting, examples of what they like to do in the comment box, try those out if you've never have before. Do some research. If you truly want to improve in something, you're going to make the strides to do it. You might just need a little inspiration and motivation, and that's why I'm doing videos like this, to spark that inspiration inside of you. But ultimately, you have to do the work. Take a look around you one more time and really think about, does your space reflect you? Does it cater to the stress in your life, or does it cater to your joy in your life? How can you make it more joyous? And I'll just leave you with that, just like that. But thank you so much for watching. All in all, one more time, my name is It's Me Desor. You can find me on Instagram as well at the same name. And yeah, I really hope that you take some of these tips and these activities and you start to cater to your wellness in your everyday life. And remember to step with purpose, live in service. Another day is another blessing. You better believe it. Peace and love. Also, there's a video right there. I think you should click it. Yeah. It's just waiting. It's just waiting for you to click it. Yeah, right there.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. 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 Today's gonna be a good day.